We are Building Arizona Families. We are a nonprofit, Hague-accredited, licensed adoption agency. We place children from Arizona, from other states, and we do have an international program. So we are going to go over what it takes to become an adoptive parent, and then we're going to go over the programs that we offer. Adoption is an amazing, beautiful way to grow a family that has just been chosen for us by our biological makeup. Some of us, it's just where we feel that we're led to grow our families through. Adoption requires a lot of flexibility because there's many times that things could change in the adoption system, in the program, in the process that will affect your adoption and or the placement of the child or children that you are adopting. One thing is very important to remember as you start your adoption process is remember that it is a process. It is not a one-time event. It's something that you work and you have one step that you have to take. And we're going to go over those steps today so that you have a better understanding as you are starting out. There are a lot of factors playing in that you may feel so out of control. You just have to be willing and ready to go with the flow and be flexible in that process. Our adoption agency, our team, our staff, a lot of us are adoptive parents or have been adopted. Our agency was actually founded by Angela Penrose and Kelly Roque-Scary. And Angela actually adopted 3 children from Russia. They were older children when she adopted them. They are now all adults out all on their own. And Angie is actually here with us today. And Kelly is, she was adopted at birth, so she's coming from the other direction of it. I myself am an adoptive mom. I have 2 boys that I adopted from birth, and my boys are 18 and 20 now. So I've been through the whole process of being with a birth mom, bringing a newborn home, and then going through all of the craziness of raising a child. And many people on our domestic staff team as well have are adoptive parents, or in the process of adopting a child. We are here as the agency to offer you help and resources throughout your adoption process. We help try to give you a little bit of control. We give you opportunities to focus your attention somewhere so you don't feel so out of control in the adoption process. The first step in your adoption process is your home study. Every adoptive family in the United States, if you are wanting to adopt legally, you must have a completed home study. So that is something that we do provide services for. We do offer that home study. The home study does consist of a social worker coming and visiting you, background checks, and reviewing the documents. Home study ensures that the adoptive family, your home, is safe and you are suitable to adopt children. A home study report introduces the adoptive family to the agency, country, or state that you may be matching the child with. In your home study, to start it, I get this question a lot. Do we have to have their house completely child-proofed and the room all set up and ready to go? You absolutely do not. Your home study is your first step. You still have plenty of time to get all of that in order, and we'll help you through that. We walk you through every step of the process. The home study does consist of a minimum of 2 visits with you. At least one of those visits must occur in your home. Normally we do both of the visits in your home, so you can expect that, and we will spend a minimum of 4 hours of face-to-face time. And you're probably thinking, oh my goodness, what are you going to do for 4 hours with us? Well, we're going to fill it up, and you're not even going to feel like it was 4 hours by the time we're done, because we all can talk and we've got a ton of paperwork to do. So we will fill up all of that time, but we need to get to know you. We're going to do a lot of paperwork with you and walk you through that whole process. And once we've been able to conduct all of the paperwork and all of our interviews with you, then we can put your report together so that it can be submitted to the courts. That's part of your process. Every individual that lives in the home that is 5 years old or older has to be part of an interview. With the younger kids, we don't have to interview them by themselves. You can sit there with them. It's sometimes a little scary for them. Sometimes they just are like, no, go away, and they talk. So We also do a home safety inspection. Things to think about when we are talking about the home safety. Do you own any weapons? Do you have a pool? Is your home safe for children? So things that you want to double check. You don't have to, again, have it completely child-proof, but we just want to make sure that it is a safe environment. And we walk you through what you need to do if you have weapons and a pool and fencing and everything for that. Documents that we will gather, or you will gather for us for the home study. There will be an autobiography, and we don't make you just write that random on your own. We provide paperwork for that. Medical health statement, background record checks, financial statements, previous year's federal tax return, reference letters. And then you'll also provide supporting documents, birth certificates, certificates of certification, marriage license, divorce decrees, military discharge, health insurance, pet vaccinations, licenses, and if there's a bankruptcy, we would need to have paperwork for that as well. Part of the background checks, that is conducted on everyone that is 18 years or older in the household. So if you have mom living with you, if you have an older child that's over 18, cousin, a friend, that they all have to go through that background clearance as long as they're living in the home. And that is the fingerprinting that's sent to the FBI and the Arizona Department of Public Safety. There is a child abuse registry, and that is checked in Arizona and then any state that you have lived in the past 5 years. Now, there are some stipulations with some other countries for the international that it would possibly go back to when you were 18, from the time you turned 18 years old. So once we come into your home and we do the home study with you and we've completed your visits and you have turned in all of your paperwork, we've received all of your background clearances, we've received all of your reference letters, we compile your report, and this report is then submitted to the court on your behalf. Arizona does go a little step further because some states, they only require the social worker to come, do a home study, sign off a report, and that's it. Arizona, we actually do the report, we submit it with our recommendation, and then the court actually certifies you to adopt. So in Arizona, you would not be allowed to finalize your adoption unless you were certified to adopt. So it's one step past just having your home study done. How long does it take? It takes about 4 to 6 months. It can go a little quicker. It depends on how quick you are able to get all of your paperwork completed, how quick we get reference letters, background checks, and then once we submit it to the court, we're at the mercy of the court until they review it and they put their stamp on it. Sometimes we have to hunt those down. Report services that we do offer, whether you adopt through us or not, we do offer the adoptive home study, post-placement and post-adoption reports, adoption study and report, and severance studies and reports. So these are all services that you can have completely through our agency. The cost for the reports for a home study, that is $1,100. The cost for the home studies is due, that fee is due at the time of the first visit. The fees for the home study are completely separate from any other program fees, because once you have your certification by the court, you are free to adopt or whatever road you decide to go down. So your home study certification is good across the board to adopt anywhere. All right. International home study is $1,400. Post-placement and post-adoption reports, if you adopt through us, most of the time these other fees are included. They just get kind of go into your program fees. It's just the adoption study, home study, that is separate. But if you need these services for adoption from somewhere else, there are fees for these, $300. It's $600 for the adoption study. That is something that is required for finalization. That is discounted if you complete your home study through us, and it also is included with your fees if you use one of our programs. We do offer a 15% discount for military, police, and firefighters and EMTs. So make sure if you start your home study and you are one of those, that you let us know so we can give you that discount. So some of the programs that we offer our domestic birth mother program, and that's newborns, our Forever Families program, and that is older children, Haiti program, and we do offer a Bulgaria and China special needs, but today we'll be focusing on the Haiti program. So I would like to introduce to you Excel. She is over our Forever Families program, and she is going to present that to you and give you all of the information for that program.